Obviously this is a new stream, I think. Let's find out. Yep, new stream, so try joining this one when you can. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hello and welcome to round 12, I believe, of the Dynamic Racing League main league. Now, unfortunately, we've had quite a lot of drama behind the scenes, as you can hear by my rustling and probably my bad mic quality. Don't know where my mic's gone, my other mic. So, to fill you in, I've got a job interview tomorrow, fun, and it means I had to pack my stuff to go back home. Sorry about all the zips I'm doing. And I forgot to pack the actual microphone bit of my headset. So it means that I don't have a proper microphone. I've got that rubbish one that came with the PS4. And as a consequence, for some reason, we can't get it to work with Claudio's mic as well. For some reason, it's just going wrong. So Claudio's already. Claudio can commentate. He's able to commentate, but it, for some reason, it doesn't work out as there's some sort of issue going on. But I wish all the best, and I do apologise to Claudio for not being able to make it work, but we'll try what we can to make it work the best we can. I'm sure I've just put it in the wrong pocket and I can't find it, but as we commentate, I like to commentate. So, how's the championship looking? So currently in the lead of the championship is Alpine Lipke by 17 points over Orking in second, as you see Fortune Map coming out on track. But I think this is the first car in the Haas is the first car out on track. Again, apologies for the zips that I'm doing. I'm just desperate to see if I can make this work for Claudio and I. So, where is my mic? So have I actually switched on the mic for a start? Yes, I have. I was desperate for people to hear me ready. Yeah, the game sound down a bit. Okay, so the game sound is down. I can put the microphone settings up a little bit, so you won't be able to see anything right now. As I think we saw a Haas maybe spin when I wasn't really paying that much attention. So as this works out, I'm going to go into my party settings. That's not party settings, I want settings, and I want devices, and I want audio devices, adjust microphone volume. So we'll put these right on top. That's better. So hopefully you can hear me now a little bit better. Then you can record. So now coming out onto the track is Bryzy 91. So as I was saying, Apple currently leads the championship, and second is Orb King. Third is fourth is leading the way at the moment it's still Williams. Williams are ahead and got 60 seconds down. India third, and Clara is your fastest lap time. Whoa, that's the way to back. First time he's raced for a while. I don't know where he went. I think that's known. Should have done, but he's back on fire. Fifth is Renault, sixth Ferrari, seventh Toro Rosso, eighth Mercedes, ninth Sauber, finally off the bottom of the table, and 10th Haas. One to watch out for today. He just set a 117.123, quicker than last year's pole already now. The last year's pole was 117.226, set by Alec, I believe. I'm trying to get off the top of my head because I didn't write down. We took top note of Black Mamba last year. Black Mamba took pole position, but we're already under the cars, which is good. So I think making it on the track now, obviously set as much power. Probably decide to come in and stay as high as on those tyres. Loud nowadays, quicker than the sound of everything. The factories in ultra set tyres, whereas the price is down on the mediums. Of tyre strategy in this race, and obviously I'm not accustomed to who's put on what tyres. Sorry, I am accustomed to who's put on what tyres. I'm not up for what the weather will be doing. Oh, Glasgow has gone off. It's very wide. No strange place to go off. I don't know that was deliberate. Very strange place. We have tried to go with tyres. Which could have really helped salvage for this race. Let's see if I can see that on the screen what happened. No, I just kept doing more spinning. We didn't have to go. I'm not done with it. So I'm going to keep asking if he's watching. I'll send him a message. What's the stream? Send voice clips. Voice clips. Of any comments. We'll improvise here at Dynamic Racing League. We are good. Okay, I'll see what I can do for the feedback, guys. So I think it is in party settings, and we want party settings, and we want adjust audio mix. Adjust audio mix will not let me adjust the audio mix. Adjust microphone level. So I just changed this now, and hopefully, is that a lot better? I hope you can hear me better now. I'm going to go back on board with this. I just changed this. There we go. I think that's a lot better, isn't it? Is that a lot better? I'm hearing myself back, so you're hearing like twice the amount of me now. Yes, you hear. Hang on. I see what you mean. I'm hearing myself back, so you're hearing like twice the amount of me now. I see exactly what you mean. Unfortunately, I can't change the audio mix. The only thing I can do is move this. I see exactly what you mean. Unfortunately, I can't change the audio mix. The only thing I can do. Okay, so I'm going to talk really loud. Sorry, I had to listen back to see what was really going on there. So, as we've got 10 minutes left on the clock, let's have a run through of who's doing what. In first place at the moment on pole position is Blaznik in the Sauber, as a Ferrari then. In second place is a Pizzillo 97 driving for Ferrari. Third place, myatesftw baby driving for McLaren. Fourth, current championship leader, is Alpu Mutke. Fifth is Kublai Toprak. Sixth, Biffa Chipmunk, who has won here, won back here in 2010. So a very good race driver on his day. Let's see what that's when he does. With Ryan Bulvey crosses the line up to third place. This is going to be a really interesting race. So where were we? 7th place, Carter 5510. 8th place, Jay Yor. 9th, Orb King, who went on the night out last night, as most of you already know. 10th, Abajagu at 16. 11th, Bilton Matt. 12th, Bryzy 91. 13th, Jeff Sington. 14th, Little Paul 78. 15th, Elscape 55. And 16th, Gogs 27. So we've got an interesting few minutes ahead of us as we try working out who's going to qualify where. Let's see if I have a reply from Alpu Mutke. Not Alpu Mutke, sorry. Claudia. Okay, so we're going to try fixing it next time, but if not, then it doesn't matter. So, if people keep constantly messaging me, I'm busy. Let's see what's going on out on track. Sorry that it's all over the place today. This is not planned to be like this as Biff the Chipmunk comes into pits. Matthijs is on a quick lap. This looks fast as we cut across to the helicam going around the circuit. Going through the final sector now, goes out wide over the curve. It's almost supposed to be a bit of time, but no, this is always a difficult corner. Do you go wide and cut back in, get the speed, or do you go for the racing line through it? It's quite a difficult corner. I don't think he's got the perfect exit there. Does set the quickest lap time. Does set the quickest lap. I'm glad that you can hear me better now. I knew it was a few issues. I'm just trying to get the best as we can. I'm all over the place. I can only apologise. So now myatesftw baby is in pole position for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Very exciting times. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. We'll just do a quick run through to see if anyone is causing a yellow flag, anyone trying to recover from a lap or not. So Matthijs currently in pole position, doing quite well in the championship. Currently has well, it's currently in third position, I believe, behind Orb King and Alpu Mutke. 125 points, only 5 points behind Owen and, well, Orb King, sorry, and 22 points behind Alpu Mutke. So a good result here. He's actually in touching distance of the lead of the championship. He's had a few bad results, not bad results, sorry, that was my mistake. He's had a few unlucky results with the bad connection in Monaco, I believe, and he's had a few issues with connectivity, but seems to have sorted those out to come back and fight for this championship and possibly take on the might of five-time champion Orb King and current favourite, I would say, Alpu Mutke. But let's wait and see. Everyone comes into the pits getting ready for their final lap. I think Wilson Matt will probably be on his way in. He's gone way off the track, I know that for sure. Coming through this final part of sector 2 now. What sort of lap time is that? He's 2/10 up on his time. So could 1:16.6. He's on the bubble, isn't he? He could get the position here. As I'm trying to navigate between streams. Yeah, I agree, Jeff Singleton. It is still a bit too loud, but I can't adjust audio settings. But Bilton Matt decided to come in, but we know, looking at that, he has a bit more pace. He can go quicker. So we've got real fight here for pole position. I wonder what tyres people are going to do. I wonder what the weather's doing. I'm guessing by the fact that quite a lot of people have gone to soft tyres that the weather will not be that bad at the beginning of the race. So 4.5 minutes remaining. We have Matthijs still in the pits, but on pole position. Blasmut, who unfortunately crashed out, is in second. Third place, Bilton Matt. Fourth place, Vizillo 97. Fifth place on an outlap is Bipper Chipmunk. Sixth place is Alpha Mutke, who we'll come back to in a moment. Seventh place is Kabale Tokrak. Eighth place, Carter 5510, who appears to be just about to start a lap, otherwise it's a really slow lap. Ninth place is Jay Yor. 10th place is Orb King, who is on a lap. So let's ride on board with Orb King. He goes very wide, bit offline, coming into the right-left chicane now. I don't want to get too far over this guy, just going to step the car. This thing's got quite a lot of rear downforce reduction on this car, so they'll be heating up those rear tyres with all that oversteer. You can see going through the tyres. He's on the edge here on the lap. It's very wide over the white line. I don't know if that discounts your lap, I'm not quite sure. 100 metre ball breaking down into third gear now. Probably not the best line through that corner as we come towards the final corners of sector 2 now. Let's head up the hill around the final corner of the lap. Cuts in, probably could have cut in a little bit more than the tyres aren't as grippy as these ultra softs, of course. Goes up to third, so not a bad lap, but there's definite time, and he probably knows there's more time in that car. So let's jump on board Alpine Mutke, probably one of the favourites, given his time trial times. Take pole position. Orb King does his usual thing with retiring after setting his quick lap, so no need to panic, he hasn't crashed. Coming down the straight now, I don't think this lap looks as tidy. Quite a shallow line going into that corner. They're not really carrying the speed, not the line I would take personally, but then I take a completely different line around this track compared to other people coming into the final corner now. I want to get the speed off the exit, or maybe just the shortest possible route to the line. DRS wide open, fastest lap, pole position currently for Alpha Mutke on the soft tyres. I can probably take this car back in quite steady now. I don't expect him to go and set another lap time, of course. Has come in and retired. Bilton Matt, he was quite competitive. Let's see what he can do. Is this just an out lap? Yes, I think it is. No, it isn't. He set a quicker time, so I guess he must have cut a corner somewhere. So let's ride on board with him coming through turn 1 now, going down through DRS, straight DRS wide open as we ride down through these corners. See an abandoned brake hub there. Coming quite a nice line there from Bilton Matt coming through these corners. Yeah, the flags are gone now. Green coming up here where Ricardo famously crashed. I think we've had a few accidents up this straight in our own league, but let's not worry about it now. Flat out through this corner, not too wide as you will get a corner cutting penalty coming around this corner, keeping it tight, and then you want to be out wide on the exit. Probably not the best line there through the exit. This chicane is really difficult. You don't take too much curve. That was probably the perfect amount of curve actually, because it didn't disturb the car too much and brought him wide.
Let's take plenty of curve here, not out too wide, bit too wide there. It's really frustrating, something that does discount your lap time, but he looks like he is on a decent lap here. I won't try cursing it, but this could be up there for front of grid contention. Coming through these corners now, this is going to be a very interesting time. Number 4 of Bilton Matt, what can he do? Can he take pole position in this race? No, only 3rd place, not much in it, 4/10 of a second. Very credible attempt there. Is Matthijs on an outlap? I think he is. Vizillo's retired from session. With the Chipmunk still in the pits, Kubilay is out on track on a lap. Carter's on an outlap. Jeff Sington's on a lap. Gogs27 still in the pits. With Jeff Sington, not someone I often ride aboard with, so let's have a look. Seems to be driving quite smooth, definitely controller driving, tell by the inputs on the steering wheel. Quite wide through this corner. Can he elevate himself? 118.2, so he's spined 3/10. He can at least push himself up to 11th or 10th possibly. 9th, really good lap there for Jeff Sington. Kubilay is out of fuel. Carter's now starting the lap, but we need to see what myatesftw is doing through the first couple of corners. Can he get Alpumutke off of pole position? Again, this is quite tell happening onto the grass. It's not the most optimal line. I think this lap is already lost. I don't think pole position is possible for him though. The next few corners, we've got a slow car. Kubilay kindly gets out of the way. Very nice there. I thought he was going to get held up for a second there. myatesftw baby coming through these last few corners. You need to get as much time as possible out of them. He needs to find another 3/10 from his last lap time. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't see this being a quick enough lap, but it is. Wow, look how close that is. Less than a 10th between the two of them. Nearly half a 10th between the two of them. That is pretty impressive indeed. So I think that is everyone. Jeff Sington thinking he can improve his lap, but I don't think he'll be able to now. So this is your grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix Dynamic Racing League main league. In pole position you have myatesftw baby. 2nd place Alpumutke. 3rd place Bilton Matt. 4th Blasmuk. 5th Orbkin. 6th J Yor. 7th Vizillo 97. 8th Biff Chipmunk. 9th Jeff Sington. 10th Kubilay Toprak. 11th Carter 5510. 12th Abajagujagu 16. 13th Liverpool 78. 14th Brizzy 91. 15th Box 27. And 6th, who else was 6th? It was Alston. So I'm trying to do as much as I can. So yeah, Blasmuk saying that Kubilay's AI block Matt Sneed. Congrats Matthijs, GG Matthijs. Less than half a 10th for Zillas on mediums, I know, congrats. Wow, Warren Kai for the win, this should be fun. GG. So, there is your grid for Hungarian Grand Prix. This is going to be really difficult to commentate on by myself because there's so many differing strategies in the race, as you can see. So what is going to happen here? I haven't got any music today, unfortunately. One of the disadvantages of not packing everything and having to travel back by train. Woo-hoo. So, what is the weather going to do? This is always our first question. It's dry. It's going to be a dry race by the look of it. I can't really see any clouds, but then we never really know. In dynamic weather settings, in dynamic racing, that's going to be a bit of a stupid plug, wasn't it? In these weather conditions, dynamic conditions, they can change pretty quickly. So as we wait for everyone to select their cars, who will be victorious? Who do you think? In the comment section, who do you think is going to win this race? It's taking a while, isn't it? I always get worried when we have loads of issues going on in the race and then it doesn't load properly. Of course, it's the second stream at the start because the first one froze. We always get one race a year. I find that everyone always has one race a year where everything just doesn't work properly. So welcome to the race that doesn't work properly. I wouldn't be surprised I don't get to the end of it. This should be just to warm up that. Well, we got further than we did last time with going through everything, so to see all the cars pull away safely. In pole position is Matthijs FTW, baby, currently third in the championship. Wants to at least overtake Walking today, I would believe. In second place is Alpu Mutke. Of course, wants to defend his lead in the championship as much as he can. Third place, driving for Ferrari today, is Bilton Matt. Probably one of his best qualifying positions in this league. How desperately does Sauber need this? Fourth, last year's Constructors' Championship. Champions, not championship, or championship winners, maybe I could have said. But last year Constructors' Championship winners, I'll just go with that. Currently ninth in the standings. They need points desperately. Fifth is Orb King. Sixth, well, Orb King, I should probably say a bit more about that. He's second. He is currently second in the championship. He's doing really well for us in the league. He's doing well for Force India, so they need points. Jayor in 6th. 7th is Fazillo 97, the Italian driving for Ferrari. Everyone loves an Italian driving for Ferrari, especially when Italian Grand Prix is coming around. 8th, Biffa Chipmunk, you know, favourite. Well, he's not my favourite, he's one of my favourites, driving for Mercedes. 9th, Jeff Singleton. 10th, Kublai Toprak. 11th, Carter 5510. 12th, Abajugu Jagua 16. 13th, Littleball 78. 14th, Brizzy 91. 15th, Dogs 27th. 27? Last but not least, Elscape 55. So we will see Matthijs line up on his grid spot, or in his grid spot, not on his grid spot. Well, it depends on your idea of prepositions, but we won't go into detail with that now. So this is not a good view, but we will have to do, what do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? Yeah, as we wait for the cars to pull away from the lag, but we see that Alfa Mika doesn't get a good start. But he is right behind Matthijs. Can he get a decent jump into the first corner as he tries seeing what's going on behind through these last couple of corners? Last couple of cars, first corner. I'm all over the place today, but we see a few cars have dropped down the field quite massively. Going through, can anyone? We're always going to watch out for Blasmuk here. Can Blasmuk make a move on Alpu Mutke? Alpu Mutke gets the inside line for the next corner though, and hopefully can defend his position well. Blasmuk outside is not the place you want to be, but Alfa Mutke sorts that out as Blasmuk nearly ended up in the same bar as he was before. The Ferrari's getting very close together there as we try and get through this first lap without any contact. There's actually fair play to it. I don't think there's wasn't much contact going through this first couple of corners. A bit of a gap there to the next couple of cars. Who's that? Carter 510. A bit of damage there to who's that? I think this Kublai Toprak may have a bit of damage to his front wing. Maybe in this area now. We've got Williams back there, not Williams, Renault with some front wing damage. Brizzy 91, has he got front wing damage? Yeah, he's missing most of his front wing. That Red Bull has just got past him at 78. I think he's one of the first cars without front wing damage we've seen. That was a big crash. Brizzy's gone off. Is Brizzy the only one involved in that? I think so, but we have quite a few cars down the back of the field with quite a lot of front wing damage. We see Bilton Matt has made a move. Blasmuk's gone off at the corner. Will that be a safety car or a virtual safety car? Brizzy 91's left decision. Blasmuk, his car was a bit all over the place on his first couple of corners. So, in the pits, Kublai Toprak and Elscape. Elscape has got a 5 second stop go penalty speed in the pit lane. That sometimes is a bit of a glitch. So in the lead still from pole position is Matthijs FTW, baby. Second, trying to hunt down first place, is Alpu Mutke. Third, Bilton Matt, really good showing from him so far. Fourth place, Fazillo 97. Fifth place, Orb King. He wants to help see if he can get it further up the field. He'll be losing second place in championship this way. Sixth, Jay Yor. Seventh, Jeff Singleton. 8th, Carter 5510. 9th, Abajugu Jagua 16. 10th, Little Ball 78. 11th, Gogs 27. 12th, Elscape, who's clearly just come back from the pits and Kublai Toprak 13th, 14th, Biff the Chipmunk, who probably as well went into the pits quite early on in this race due to damage. Orking now, let's see if he can get past Fazillo 97. So not an easy track to get past cars on, but we'll see what he's able to do here. DRS wide open, you can't really make much of an overtake. Turn 1's probably the only place you can do it. Doesn't really think of the lunge, it is quite early on to attempt a lunge like that. We see J.O. really on the tail of these cars as well. The Ferraris really holding their own here. If I was Fazillo, I'd hold up the cars behind and make sure Bilton Matt can get away as much as possible. It really help you in the Constructors' Championship, especially when you're out of contention realistically for the Drivers' Championship. Let's see Fazillo go and win the championship now after I've said that. As Kublai Toprak has retired from the session. Don't know what that's for. I could go and find it, but we know we can't find onboards with crashed cars. So J.O., look at him, he's all over the back of Orkin for his middle sector. There's just nowhere to overtake. You see an opportunity around here, you just got to take it. And Orkin's really struggling with rear downforce. I think he's got too little rear downforce because that back of that Force India is sliding all over the place. Sort of do it in qualifying, he's doing it again now in my opinion. See Jeff Simpson's got past Carter 5-5-10, a bit further down the field. Does that mean these three are in a nice battle here, as we can see? A bit of lag. Is this me or is this the lag between all of them? We're trying to keep an eye on all the gaps as we see Carter 5-10 get past Jeff Singleton and also Abhijagu. Can he make a double overtake here? It'd be good if he could. Can he go around the outside of the Force India? Not quite, but can he cut back? Can he get 2 moves done in just 2 corners? It would be pretty impressive if he could. Not quite, unfortunately. Can't quite make it happen there. Built a Mat 3-second time penalty. Oh, so that's quite costly at the moment. That will cost him a lot come end of the race. So let's get back to this battle up here for the moment for 4th position, what could effectively be the battle for 3rd position come the end of the race. As we see, look at the gaps, there's so many gaps between all the cars. Liverpool 78 now has a 3-second time penalty. This is going to be an interesting race, I think, especially with so many different tyre strategies playing out. So let's see what tyre people have fitted. There's quite a range of different tyres there. As I think J.O. could be about to try and overtake. This is an opportunity. Don't get too close. Yeah, he's ruined it now. So you're not going to get the run down the straight that you need, because Orkin's definitely dropping back in the back of Fazillo now. And this is going to try and hopefully make something happen for J.O. He's up the inside. Can he make it happen going down towards these corners? Orkin's going to really fight hard now. This is a championship potentially slipping away. There's quite a lot of pressure on him, but no, he defends it around the outside. J.O. will not like this though. He'd be desperate to get past because his Ferraris are still in sight. He doesn't want them to get too far away before the end of the race. Owen's just really struggling. The grip all over the place. Really on his rear wing now. Can he make a dive in the chicane? Probably not really a decent place to try and do it. Orkin trying his hardest to defend them, missing the first apex just to make sure he carried speed through the corner. If anyone's going to have an overtake here, it's J.O. God, Orkin is really struggling here. Understeer, oversteer, understeer. That was close. I don't know how they didn't make contact there. I think this could be mostly partly lag, but I would definitely say Orkin is struggling with that car, pushing really hard to try and take the championship to Alpine. Look, Jeff Singleton's got a 3-second time penalty. Really tricky track. Fazillo and Bilton Matt are going side by side. Fazillo makes his way past, or was that always like that? Maybe Ferrari doing some team tactics there. Not quite sure. J.O. has got past Orkin, so I've missed that really frustratingly, but Orkin's going to make a dive down the inside. Does he make a dive down the inside? Yes, he's going to push him really wide here. J.O.'s still there though. Oh, Orkin has to go off the track to complete the move. Going through this quick right-hander. Orkin just just keeps it, as we've had a collision, I think, between the Ferraris maybe. But Bilt and Matt out of the race. I'm going to see if I can see. So, no, they weren't close together going through that. Yeah, so Bilt and Matt has dropped it on his own coming through that corner, I would say. Safety car. Safety car. And Fazillo, we're just riding on board with him. Got a drive-through penalty for speeding under pit lane, under the safety car. So let's have a look. I think it was drive-through penalty. Drive-through penalty is speeding under the safety car. Could that be appealed after the race? We just never know. So this has helped King massively. Got in front of Dreyer again. And now, safety car, Fazillo has got a drive-through penalty. So he's effectively found himself in third. The two Ferraris have effectively taken themselves out of contention. As Fazillo's going into the pits, but you can't serve a drive-through penalty while behind the safety car. This is a historic moment. This is our first safety car of the season. It is our first safety car of the season. Tice has decided to stay out as well, I believe. Let's have a look. Detail. Pit stops. Yeah, so Matthijs has decided to stay out, whereas Alpamutke decided to come in. Fazillo decided to come in. All Kings decided to come in as well. I would have pitted, because this track is all about track position. You don't want to get stuck in traffic here. You don't want to get stuck behind any cars. As we've seen, it's difficult to overtake here. But obviously some people think the strategy is going to be better if you pit now behind the safety car. Of course, the front five have kind of made their minds up by not pitting. This is going to be really interesting. What tyres were they on? I don't know. This is the problem when you don't have time to prepare. So Matthijs is still in the lead behind the safety car. Second is Joey Orr. Third is Carter 5510. Fourth is Abujigu 16. Fifth is Little 78. Sixth, Alpin Mutke. Seventh, Fazillo 97. Still has to serve a drive-through penalty. Eighth, Orking. Ninth, Grog 27. 10th, Jeff Singleton. 11th, Biff for Chipman. These will help these guys at back massively. 12th, El Scaife 55. And out of the race, Bilton Matt, Kubilay Toprak, Blasmuk and Bryzy 91. I don't know if anyone will want to join me for interviews. If you are watching, just join my party. I don't really want to leave this, as I don't want to miss a safety car restart or anything. But we had Bryzy crash out, Blasmuk crash out, Kubilay Toprak, I don't know what happened to him. Bilton Matt we did see crash out, so we're down to 12 cars in this race, which is important. I was going on earlier about how important Sauber needed points, and now look at it. Sauber is out of the race. So this is the first safety car of the season. I can't remember the last time we had a safety car. I think the last time we had a safety car was probably Spa last year. Someone could try correct me, and I did miss Monaco, so maybe in a safety car Monaco. I don't think there was, but Spa last year we had a safety car, and that was weird. We had about 12 of them, I feel of it. It was like a NASCAR race. The constant yellows and cautions as they would have in NASCAR, but it was dramatic. I should have won that race. I was battling with Orb King for the win, but some weird glitches happened behind the safety. That was a really glitchy race, and it was a bit of a glitchy race today, if I'm honest. So it doesn't surprise me that we have a safety car out for this part of the race. Bit boring though, isn't it, to watch? I know people get excited in real life for safety cars. I love it naturally when there's safety cars. It means, oh, I can go to the toilet really quickly and not actually miss anything. And I come back, my mum will be like, oh yeah, so this person's just pitted and that's all what you've missed. Oh, cool, awesome. It's just really nice, isn't it? So if you're watching this now, go to the toilet. Take me to the toilet with you. Why not? It'd be good fun, wouldn't it? Would it? I don't know. Maybe it will. You'd enjoy it. Go to the toilet while you can. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, safety car in this lap. Don't go to the toilet. Come back. Quick, come back. That's what always happens. Always happens. Tell someone to go to the toilet. And the race restarts. So as we get ready for the restart, I come back into commentator mode. Get ready for the restart with Tice. Trying to keep it together. Jay Yor has had decent pace in this race. That rhymed. He has decent pace in this race. So no more haste. Let's get back to the race. Ooh, he's going to get a bit of a stack up behind. Yep, I thought we were going to have something for Zillow. I saw that. You can see it's going to happen, the bunching up. Fazillo has crashed into the back of whoever was in front of him. And that was just because of the way Matthijs did the restart. I don't think that will be penalty worthy, but if someone's investigated, I wouldn't be surprised with the ball coming to the pits. A little bit of a stupid time to come to the pits. I said that really aggressively, I do apologise. But on the restart, Matthijs has kept the position, and Orking has got past Alpu Mutke. This is important for the championship. I bet Alpu Mutke didn't predict his race to be going like this, getting overtaken by Orking so early on in the race. But of course, I might say it doesn't really matter because everyone else in front is pitted, but this is because both cars have pitted. But I think, yeah, Orking will have to pit again anyway because he is on the soft tyres, whereas you may be able to stretch the medium to the end. I don't think you will be able to, but it'll be interesting to see. And Abhijit Jagur has got a really important job now. Although he wants to battle with Carter and get that third position, he also needs to think about his teammate battle to help his teammate win the championship. Can he slow down Orking and push him towards Alpu Mutke? Maybe he won't need to, because Alpu Mutke is all over the back of Orking, the 5-time champion. This is the battle for the championship. Although Matthijs is leading at the moment, this is crucial for the championship, because you see all these cars stacked up together. This is just what this race needed, was a safety car. You see Matthijs having to go all the way to the inside to defend. It's a bit like IndyCar, that, isn't it? You see them all dive to one side just to try and avoid someone overtaking them. Especially on the ovals, they always take a weird line in the Indy 500. And the Indy 500 is coming around soon, March the 2nd. Put it in your calendar if you want to race in the Indy 500. Who knows what champions and who will be there. So Orking is all over the back of Abhijit Jagur now, all over the back of Carter. You see the train forming here behind Carter. Of course, Abhijit Jagur 16 will see behind Orking his teammate Alpu Mutke. They're good friends in real life, where they have that psychic connection that you need sometimes in racing, to know that he needs to hold up Orking and back him up into his teammate. I think that could be what's happening now, because he is dropped back off of Carter. So if he needs to make sure he puts his car into a high range, high fuel. Yes, you can tell he's in high airs, but the amount of speed is coming down in his car. But has he got enough to defend? He should have defended the inside from Orking. He's going to be very close between the two of them. Like I said, you just need to be careful. He needs to make sure he backs Orking into Alpu Mutke. He needs to be a good teammate here. Oh, it nearly worked out for him there. This is good. This is good teammate. This is good racing. This is what you need in a teammate. Someone who is, when is ahead, plays the team game. Surely this is an opportunity in a minute for Alpu Mutke. I just love these battles. I think they're fascinating. So much mind games going on. Orking getting frustrated knowing what's going on. He'll know Abhijit Jagur is holding him up and putting him into the grasp of Alpu Mutke. And there's nothing to do about it, that's quite wide. And when every single time Orking takes a little look, Alpu Mutke needs to be prepared just to brake a little bit later and take the position where he can. But you don't be too annoyed, because every single lap you're stuck behind Abhijit Jagur, if you're Alpu Mutke, means another lap where his pit... Oh, sorry, Orking. Nice little dummy there to get past Abhijit Jagur, and I think Abhijit Jagur should just let Alpu Mutke straight past. He does, he goes wide and lets Alpu Mutke straight past. Very, very considerate teammates there. That's what you want in a teammate when you're battling for a championship. We saw it with myself and Kalik last year. Kalik did yield when I needed him to, and we saw it again there. We saw it actually in actual F1 at Hungary, didn't we, between Bottas and Hamilton. Everyone's like, it's a bit early to be doing that, but different situation here. Abjagu doing a really sterling job for the team there. But how much time have they lost to Matthijs? Of course, Matthijs hasn't pitted yet, so they should have enough time to him for when Matthijs decides to pit, and he hasn't pitted this lap. Neither has Jayor. Neither has Carter. So Carter could be in a good position here. Maybe he needs to start playing the team game, because he is obviously teammates to Orb King, who now doesn't have DRS, but Alpamutke does. And Alpamutke is all over the back. Can he go around the outside of the yellow flag in sector 2 and 3? But that's not where these two are. These two are going to turn 1 as they go very wide. Else escapes to retire from the session. Maybe that was what the yellow flag was for. Nowhere to overtake here. Can Alpamutke get past Orb King, who is on the softer tyres? Does mean those tyres will die out quicker. But he just needs to focus on beating Orb King. Matthijs isn't really a threat in the championship at the moment. Just need to focus on beating Orb King. Can we get a move here? But they are gaining on Carter. It'll be interesting if Carter is as compliant with Orb King as Abjagu 16 was with Alpamutke. Can he make something happen? Of course, Orb King's got more to lose in this situation than Alpamutke. If they end up both going off, as Alpamutke gets 3-second time penalty. It's going to be crucial. Goes down the outside. Not going to get past there, but he has so much more pace compared to Orb King. But he just has nowhere to go. What can you do? What would you do if you were in Alpamutke's position? There's not really much you can do. Is he out of DRS? No, he's just going for a different move. I see Orb King defend the inside line right at the last minute, although maybe it'll be a dive down the inside, but Alpamutke, he's next to him enough. You've got to be careful with the side pod glitch there, because sometimes you can get spun around in that situation. Dives down the outside. Not enough grip on those medium tyres, and Owen perfectly pushes him wide in a very respectful way. To break very early so that she doesn't whack the back of Orb King's. Last thing you're going to do is lose your front wing. I'd say Orb King was struggling here. They were gaining on Carter a little bit, and now Carter's just keeping the gap the same. There's a yellow flag ahead, and it's still quite close between the top 3, top 4, top 5. There's not really many gaps. I'm just looking back at Gox 27 who's gaining on Jeff Simpson. That could be an overtake. No, that's not to be. But Orb King is trying his hardest to defend from Alpamutke. So he's going around the outside. Can he get the move done? No. Just the corners. He's still there. Can he get the move done? That is a brilliant move. A fantastic move. But will he have DRS? Was the move done too early? It was. He won't have DRS, but it was a fantastic move. It's a disadvantage of DRS, but he will defend, break later, push him wide. He's just open the steering up. Is aggressive, but it's fair. Needs to go around the outside again. He did it a minute ago. Oh, that was very late braking from Orb King. Very aggressive. But Alpamutke, I thought he was going to get him then. I'd say I was slightly a bit too far there from Orb King. That was a bit Bottas-esque. He could have turned in a bit earlier in my opinion. But obviously, who am I to disagree with 5-time champion? But I think he could have turned in a little earlier. But he's really struggling. He is really struggling there. He's gone really wide. Alpamutke. He's got so much more speed. He's definitely getting held up here behind Orb King. It's almost like Orb King's trying to hold Alpamutke up from his teammate. Can he get around Orb King? We see Abjagu looks gaining on the both of them because of all this fighting. Obviously Abjagu will probably be quite respectful and not try getting past him. Come on Alpamutke, you need to do something aggressive here. You need to, by the time as Jayor comes into the pits. Close in on him. No, Alpamutke. No. Just not possible. You need to stay calm though in these situations. and just keep the positives going. You need to remember you're in the fight, okay? You've got loads of laps left. You're not even halfway yet. But loads of laps left. There's no point in trying to do something stupid at this stage. You're in the fight. You're definitely quicker than him. So you need to keep positive, keep thinking about all the good things that are happening right now. And there's a nice little argument going on in the group chat, which I kind of want to read. I don't really know what is going on in the group chat, but what's happened? I've looked down, Matthias is fitted, that's all that's happened. I panicked and I looked down and Ricardo was in the lead. This is what happens when there's only one of me. You'll have, if I was with Claudio, he'd be like, oh, Matthias is fitted. So this is crucial now. Because when Carter pits, this will be for the lead. Of course, if I was Carter, I'd want to at least lead a lap. I think that'd be quite a nice thing to do. Coming round, DRS open. Alpha Mutke in the slipstream of Warp King. Can he get a move done? Round the outside. It's getting easier and easier each time, but Warp King slid out quite a bit there, didn't he? Oh, that was close. Right, go on, Alpha. Go on, Alpha, do what he did to you. Push him wide, push him wide. Not like that. Oh! Ah! Oh. He's still in the race. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. I don't know what to say. I'm quite annoyed by that. I think Orb King was I don't know. I don't think Orb King was too aggressive there, but I think Alpha was showing more respect towards Orb King than Orb King was to Alpha Mutkan. That's not a criticism of Orb King. I just think Alpha Mutkan could have been a bit more aggressive when pushing wide on some corners, and he wasn't as aggressive. And now we can see, look how close Abijagu 16 has got to Orb King. He needs to not get stupid. Don't take him out, that would be silly, but he needs to take the opportunity here to take points away for his teammate from Orb King. What an exciting championship battle this will have eventually. It's very frustrating for Alpha Mutke though. They were getting more and more aggressive as they were racing, and now the mantle's been passed on to the other Williams driver to try and take points away from Orb King, who could actually end up winning this race at this rate, because of, if you look at, you know, Carter's got to pit again, Jagu 16 got to pit again. I know that Orb King's got to pit, but what can Matthias do? Can he go to the end on his tyres? Now we're on board with another Williams, not the one we used to be on board with when battling for the lead and wins. I just wanted to see what tyres Alpha Mutkan has to fit. He's pretty soft, so he thinks he can go to the end of the softs. He needs to keep his cool. I know it'll be frustrating, but keep the cool and go for it again. But this is the battle when you can see the battle for second place at the moment. But Carter's really pulled away, isn't he, from Orb King? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seconds. Not quite enough gap to Matthias to stay in the lead after the pit stop. But if I was Orb King, I'd be scared right now. We know that Abijagu 16 and Alpha Mutkan are friends in real life, as Jay Yor, sorry, get past. Go for Chipmunk, we've got yellow flag in sector 3. Still yellow flag in sector 3, but we know that they're good friends, so, you know, he won't be out for revenge, he won't be doing something stupid, but you know he will be trying his hardest to get past, and that is sometimes a bit scary, you know, if you know you've got someone on quality behind you, like Abijagu 16. Be a good result for him, wouldn't it, if he does get past. Obviously, decided not to pit behind the safety car. He has another pit stop in hand. He will be competing with his teammate here for track position, but obviously he will respect that, and I will guess move out of the way. But maybe he can undercut Orb King here. Maybe he can pit soon on the soft tyres and undercut Orb King. That's probably what I'd be aiming for. Come in, because all we have to pit again, so he started in softs, he's on softs again now, so we'll have to pit again. So if he pits before Orking, he can undercut him. So hopefully, that will make the race more interesting as J.O. and Matthijs go wheel to wheel with each other. I need to read this group chat because it seems like there's a bit of an argy-bargy going on. I'm going to try doing many things at once as J.O. tries to get past Matthijs. Okay, so I'm just reading the comments, sorry, I'm trying to read that as Bazillo's. Not very happy, we're happy with what happened behind the safety car. Don't really understand why. Okay, so Bazillo's throwing his toys at the time. Doesn't like the fact there's an uneven field. Well, I'm sorry, but we're open to everyone. If you can't race the slower drivers, you know, well, go quickly yourself and get out of the way of them. Oh, so here we see J.O. trying to get past again. Go to the outside. This will be inside in a minute, though. Can he make a move happen? As you see, Alpin Mutke set the quickest lap. He's on a mission. Look how much he's closed in on Little Paul his last few laps. No, J.O. couldn't make the move happen. So now, yeah, just a bit of an argy-bargy between the Italians in our group chat. Oh, someone's crying. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting to sort out after this race. Can J.O. get past Matthijs? Keep an eye on Alpin Mutke, keep an eye on these two, keep an eye on everyone on track. But this is odd, just think of how far ahead Matthijs was. Can he make the move happen? All over the back of Matthijs in the slipstream. DRS open. Habichugu decides it's time to pit, so can he undercut? Oh, that was a nice move. That was a good attempt. I know it didn't work out, but it was a very good attempt to dummy Matthijs there from J.O. Habichugu has come out behind Little Paul, and Alpin Mutke is right behind him. Can he get a move done on Little Paul? Putting Little Paul under a lot of pressure there. J.O. has got a 3-second time penalty for repeated offences, I would presume, for not cutting properly. J.O. look all on back in time. I think this is the battle for the lead. Not quite sure, but I am quite confident it is. Let's not forget that Alpin Mutke as well has a 3-second time penalty. There's quite a few people out there with time penalties. We'll have a check if it does quieten down, and we'll have a check on who. I keep got hiccups now, on who has time penalties and who doesn't. And J.O. gets a move done around this part of the track. DRS open. No, he's dropping back a little bit. I think this is what we need to see. So Little Paul's decided it's time to pit. My guess is Habichugu will probably decide it's time to move over and let his teammate go by. But I'm not quite sure. Number 23 and 24. Didn't realise they were consecutive numbers. This is nice. I always like it when teammates are quite evenly matched on track. I know it doesn't happen nightly because we try doing it. So the Constructors' Championship is a nice battle, but they work well together, these two. I know they're friends in real life, but if you make it work and make your team work, I think they're a perfect team, really. If you look at the way they managed to work together, get the best out of the car, get the best out of the team, which of course is more crucial. So it's been a while. Still run through the order. In the lead, I swear he's to pit again, but in the league, he is in the league, there's no denying that. We see him racing in the league. In the lead though, he's a 5-time champion, Orking. In second, trying to chase him down. Doesn't look like not pitting behind the safety car is a great idea at the moment. But Matthijs trying to chase down who is driving. Orking is driving Force India. Third is J.O. trying to chase down Matthijs for the win. Or for second, it could be for the win. I swear that Orking has to pit again. So Carter in fourth, trying to close in onto. But fourth is quite good for Carter. I'm not trying to say that in an insulting way, but it is a good result. And if Orking does have to pit again, that is something to watch out for. I don't know why he must be trying to go to the ultra soft at the end. Orking in fifth, Abhijagu 16, who's actually pulling away from Alpine Mutke, who is in sixth, his teammate. The seventh is Bither Chipmunk. Eighth, Interpol 78. Ninth, Gogs 27. And 10th, Jeff Sington. Jayor, look at Jayor. All over the back of Matthijs. FW, I'd call Matt. It'd be much easier, wouldn't it? We're trying to use 7 names, but can he make the move happen? Not quite. I'm really interested to see what Orkin does. When does he pit, if he pits? This could be the battle for the lead. Jayor not quite. Tries to dive down the inside, but it doesn't quite happen. Going round these couple of corners now. There have been, well, this race has been on the calendar for a few years now. If I just look quickly at the results, I see that Son of the Blues has had 2 wins here, as we see a 3-second time penalty for Carter. The Son of the Blues has had 2 wins here in the league in 2011, both 2011 seasons, so must be in his year. Who else has had 2 wins? Orking's had 2 wins. And he's had quite a few podiums as well. We've got a podium in 2014, got a podium he won 2015. A podium last year as well. I won in 2016. I've got 2 podiums here. Not really my strongest track, but it is a fun track nonetheless. I do enjoy it, and I think it's quite similar to Monaco, isn't it? They always say it's Monaco without the walls, and I think Matthijs has proven that here. Although quite a lot of people found the walls about the first safety car of the season. But can Matthijs keep Jayor behind for the rest of the race? In the slipstream, DRS, bad to the outside, braking late. Can he cut back under? Yes, he can. That was smart. Where have they gone? Smart driving from Jayor. They're trying to egg on Matthijs. I really hate camera angles that are wide when you have to wait ages to appear. Yeah, it's good when they're not battling, but when they're battling, you just want to see. This is going to get hairy. This is going to get hairy. Oh, dear. They both went off, but after they both went glide, I mean, that was scary stuff, wasn't it? I can just about recover. I didn't think they were both going to make it through that corner. Matthijs decides that bit of grass needs a bit of cutting. Can these two make needs to make something happen. The only close battle really going on track at the moment. I think Lord Paul is closing in on Bither. Orking's in the lead by quite a way. Of course, he was battling with Alpine Mutke. I do get a bit upset about the fact that Alpine Mutke should have been in contention for a win here. I thought it is Carter, isn't it? He is closing in. Is he closing in? I said he is closing in. He is in range. I don't think he's closing in though. What a win that would be. Can we have anyone overtaking here. Tice very polite there, leaving a lot of room down the inside. See how much effect the dirty air has on the cars in this game, just how much understeer happens when you're stuck behind the car. You know Tice is good here because of the Elimination League. He beat me. I was the only one who was racing. It wasn't that difficult to beat me, I admit, but in the final of the Elimination League, he beat me fair and square by quite a way. So well done to him. But can he win here today? The Tice, obviously, like I just said, is our elimination champion. You don't have to defend that on me. JR's given much more difficult time than I did around here. But you see in the background, Carter is starting to gain. Don't think there's enough laps left to do anything. But I swear, Orking has to stop again. Here we go, DRS open. Air's on full. Dives to the inside. Surely this is it this time. Tice will try the cutback. It doesn't happen. JR successfully overtaken and taken second place unless Tice can come back at him. Not quite sure he can. He'll be the one experiencing the understeer now. I don't really get Italian culture, so I'm not going to comment on the group chat, but I'm trying to get down little Paul as well, who's gaining on a bit of a chipmunk. That's quite a big battle, isn't it? Battle for Northerners, I believe. Who's British Northerners? I know he made that up. The Battle of the Brits, anyway. Which is always good. Let's see what the Tice can do as I demonstrate how tired I really am while yawning. Not because the race is boring. Race is good. Race is good. I don't know what I said like there. The race is good. Here we go. And the Tice straight back at JR. You're even. No, not into this corner anyway. JR goes slightly wide. Just fascinating for the championship though. This will all close up even more when you really think about it. I'm not going to try to work it out, I'm not going to good maths, but it's going to be interesting for the championship nonetheless. Liverpool 97. All King's got a 3-second time penalty. That doesn't really matter, he's so far ahead, isn't he? Unless he has to pit again. But let's see what's going on here with Liverpool 78 and Biffa Chipmunk. Nice little battle brewing. Why is Carter? Carter's right on the tail of Matthijs and JR now. But I want to watch loads of battles. This is, how does he manage to gain so much on these two? He's gained a hell of a lot. Carter is in contention for second place here. Has he been saving something? Has he suddenly decided this is the time to go for it? Have these two had a bit of contact maybe? That meant that Carter could catch up. This is good. Look at the top, second, third, fourth. This is a battle for second place. This is a battle for the podium. The Tice goes very wide. See, this is probably why Carter's been gaining so much. He's going to be right in there now. Liverpool 78, all in the back of Biffa Chipmunk. And he dives to the inside. Oh, that's close. Very close. But no cigars here, don't they? Don't try and overtake it. Don't take it. Liverpool. It's a nice battle though. Really nice battle between the two of them, but in the lead still is Orb King. Second place JR, third Mattis FCW baby Matthijs, sorry, fourth Carter 5-5-10, really in the battle. Nabi Jagu is going to start closing up on this battle as well, I think. So the one stoppers starting to wear off a little bit, maybe. Maybe it's not going to work out quite as well as expected, but I'm going to see what's happening here. Look. Liverpool fully committed, drifting the car. Not good for the tyres, but it's good to watch, isn't it? We've got opposite lot. DRS open in the slipstream. Can something happen here? Brakes as late as possible, cuts in as close as he can to the apex, gets the exit. DRS open in the slipstream. Ers on full power, dives to inside the last second. No, doesn't bother to do that. Can he make the move happen? Won't happen here. No, it probably won't happen. A few more until we're back on that straight again, so we might as well cut to these three. And now Carter's the one attacking Matthijs more than Matthijs is attacking Jay Yor. So my guess is maybe Alpine doesn't have to pit again. It's starting to look that way, isn't it? That Alpine can make it to the end. I would presume so, otherwise he would have pitted again. Maybe he didn't start on the soft, maybe he did start on the medium side in the race. Locking up the wheel, looks cool, but not really that helpful for Carter. But he's doing well, he's doing really well. Can he make something happen? Let's go back to Little Paul, because obviously that was where I think we'd have a Little Paul going down the straight. Jumps to the inside, brakes really late. I think this could be the move done. No, they're still going to be fighting it out down to this corner, around the outside. Nice move, gets the move done on Biffa Chipmunk there. Little Paul 78, a very nice move, but somehow gets a 3-second time penalty in while completing the move. So, who will reign supreme? So I'm guessing, like I said, Alpine mustn't need to pit again. No, he's gone past the pit again. So yeah, I think Alpine's there to the end. J.O.'s task now, get within 3 seconds. 2 laps, not possible. Just needs a mistake to happen. It's a shame these three aren't battling for the lead, isn't it, really? Because that would be an amazing race. And let's not forget, maybe Alpine will be investigated. I don't think he will. There's a possibility he'll get investigated for those moves on Alpine, especially the one that put him into the wall. I thought his race was over, to be honest, Alpine when he went into the wall. I thought he was going to end up retiring, but no. He managed to keep it together. Just still in the race, probably not very competitive. He seemed to have lost a lot of pace compared to where he was. It's surprising what loss of motivation can do as well when you're trying to compete for a win compared to when you're trying to compete for 5th. You lose a bit of motivation, but this should mean Alpine closes up a little bit on Alpine McKay. Matthijs closes a little bit up on Alpine McKay, but Alpine extends his gap to Matthijs, which should be interesting. Let's work out the gaps. So Alpine is 25. Who's retired? Fazillo's left the session. So if Alpine gets 25, he will be on. I need my pen. I need my pen. So if Alpine gets 25, he will be on 1, 3, 4, 5, 55. Alpine McKay would be on. He'd be getting. Oh, I hate when this is up. So 25, 18, 15, 12. 10, 8, I think it's 8 points, doesn't it? So 47 plus 8, 47.8, 50, plus 5, 155. Will it be 155? I wish I'm good at maths. Matthijs will get 15, and he will be on 140. So the top two, by my bad maths, my bad quick maths, the top two will be drawing on points, and Matthijs will just be 15 points behind. So that would really close up the championship. That's presuming nothing different happens, and that's presuming I've got my maths right, which I probably haven't because I'm bad at maths. If I find the right stream, I'll probably have those comments and work that one. But let's see if Carter can change that. Carter's going to try making a difference. Oh, and he did make a difference, but in the wrong sort of way. Straight towards the barrier there. That was probably a bit of squeaky bum time, wasn't it? Abajagua's in this battle as well. They're all starting to close up at the end of this race. He's got DRS now. Has Abajagu. So these drivers starting their final lap. Orking. Bet he didn't think this was going to happen, did he? Five-time champion Orking could be leaving this race. His championship leader. That would be quite something. Leaving this race championship leader. Jayor has closed in on him, but he must have had a different set of tyres. Maybe this is showing wrong. Maybe if I say lap data, no, I want detail tyre. Yes, okay. This now makes a lot more sense. The whole race I've been thinking everyone's on softs. Hawkins on softs. Jayor's on Hawkins on mediums. Carter's on mediums. Yeah, okay. Makes more sense by Orking to get to the end. So there's loads of penalties to be applied as well. And Jayor, if Jayor hasn't got a penalty, he could be taking the win here. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. So Orking crosses the line first. Oh, he must have a penalty. Matai second. Abajagu third. Fourth, Jayor. Fifth, Carter 5510. Sixth, Alpu Mutke. Seventh, Liverpool 78. Eighth, coming up to the line, is Biffa Chipmunk, or seventh will be Liverpool 78 once he gets to the line. There he is. Biffa Chipmunk in seventh. Eighth, Liverpool. Where does Golf 27 come through? Looks like he'll be ninth. I will be announcing now, there will be no interviews because I need to rush off. But thank you for joining us in this race when we get to the end of it. I guess it's the sort of time of year that we look ahead a little bit to March the 2nd. Saturday, March the 2nd, the day before the Italian Grand Prix, as we wait for Golf 27 to cross the line. He crosses the line now. Will be our Indy 500, March the 2nd. Project Cars 2, if you're interested, write a comment on this video, find our Facebook page, to check it out. There we go, 10th, Jeff Sington. So, bit of a weird one today, wasn't it? Bit all over the place. Apologies for myself being all over the place. But there will be no post-race interviews today. But provisional winner is Orking today. It's weird to see a Williams driver on the podium that isn't Alpine Mutke, but well deserved by Abajagu. Second podium, I think. Second podium, really good result. Always good at getting results when everything else goes wrong. But let's have a look at the final standings today. So in first place is Orking, provisionally. Second is myatesftw, babe. Wow, it was close at the end, wasn't it? Third place, Abajagu 16. Fourth, Jayor. Fifth, Carter 5510. Sixth, Alpu Mutke. Seventh, Biffa Chipmunk. Eighth, Liverpool 78. Ninth, Gogs 27. And Jeff Singleton rounds out provisional top 10. Oh, Skate, so these are our DNFers, were they? I think we only had 10 finishes. Yes, so DNFers, L Skate 55, Vizillo 97, Built-in Matt, Kubler Toprak, Blasmuk, and Bryzy 91. So thank you for joining us today in what I have already described as a bit of a crazy session. I know that it probably was a bit all over the place. I know we didn't have Claudio today, and that was probably my fault for something that I've done with my microphone, but next time, where are we next time? Spa. We're in Spa next, aren't we? So join us in Spa for the next round I've been myatesftw. Thank you very much and see you next time.